So product introduction. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, Xibang.
Yes.
Yeah. 3 letters, UEM. It's called Unified Endpoint Management. It's not MDM, it's UEM. The reason being is actually iMeans devices and our smart commercial devices come with different form factors. It's not just a mobility device. It comes with desktop, it comes with kiosk, it comes with KDS. So different form factors. So in the newer era, the MDM is a little bit outdated. So we restructure the name of KiwiCloud and the identity of KiwiCloud into a UEM, the Unified Endpoint Management. So the purpose or the mission, a vision of KiwiCloud is to make device management simple and secure. These are the 2 main requirements that we derived from our customers' requirements. Usually it's from the CIO team and also the procurement team and the IT team. So this is the major 2 requirements from them, simple and secure. But we will explain what is simple and what is secure later. So as you can see at the top, at the bottom right corner, there's a badge, a small badge called Silver Partner, Android Enterprise Silver Partner. So this Silver Partner is not iMeans Silver Partner. iMeans device itself is Android Enterprise Silver Partner, but KiwiCloud UEM is a Android Enterprise Silver Partner itself. We've already got this recognition from Google. Though it's a new company, it's a new product, we've already got this recognition. So overview, today we will touch on the overview. For the product demo, we will do a live one, so we don't need to watch all those videos. Of course, we prepare all those videos, so you can always get back to the videos by the step-by-step, guide on how to start using KiwiCloud. So industry challenges. In the past, when we talk about MDM or mobile device management solution, we are talking about enterprise level solution, like the Microsoft Intune, like the specialized in logistic, like SODI, and nowadays, people are still not using MDM most of the time in our industry. When I talk about our industry, I'm talking about iMeans industry in terms of F&B, retail, this kind of industry. And because in the past, the tradition MDM, they came from logistic. They came from a very huge organization with a lot of different IT assets needs to be managed by an IT system. And this IT system usually is very costly, and it doesn't come with a very easy to acquire way for the customer. So especially in our F&B, in the past, all the devices are actually offline because they majorly, most of them are Windows-based, Linux-based, embedded kind of system setup. But recently, as iMeans business growth, we grow together with the SaaS model of not just the POS software, but also food delivery and also the the payment companies. All this solution comes with a SaaS solution. So the SaaS solution are looking for hardware, but also the platform to manage the hardware. So the KiwiCloud bundle with iMeans actually solve the problem for our industry. So these are the 4 major challenges that the industry is facing. First is the fragmented device landscape. All the devices are actually distributed or deployed to different locations. Sometimes the location comes with a better connection of Wi-Fi. Sometimes it doesn't connect to Wi-Fi very well, and it got broken up connection. And also, second is the data vulnerability. It's very important for the device to be protected with a backend system. And the MDM or the UEM is doing the job for the device because the device is not being placed in a very closed environment that nobody can touch. Imagine a kiosk. A kiosk is for all the end user, all the customers to touch because the people need to interact with the machine instead of the person. And also the workforce holding a handheld devices. If you don't have any tool to manage the device, the employees or the staff can just use it to binge watching TikTok or YouTube. This kind of different way of sabotaging or compromising the device safety. And the remote support is very costly because back in a few years ago, when people talk about after service about a POS solution, they have to send a technician to the store or to the outlets to find out what is the issue and then then solve it on spot. But it's very costly. Imagine in Europe, in US, the labor cost is that high, and then if people are still doing that, actually they're sacrificing a lot of unseen cost by not using a IT solution. And back then they don't have any choice, but now they have KiwiCloud. So last but not least, we are serving a lot of ISVs. We are serving a lot of post solution, and the broad line for them is their application, their solution to the merchants. So all of them are trying to make sure that the application is up to date, the application is running smoothly on the device, the people are only using their solution on the device, but not any other solution. So this is the challenges the customers are facing. So basically, in terms of challenge, behind there are also 5 pain points. First of all, when people are already using a MDM out there, or using a MDM that provided by the OEM company, like IMINKit, okay, if they're using it, they're still facing some pain points, like scatter management, which is it's not a unified experience, because IMINKit can only manage the IMIN devices, but not other devices. So this kind of limitation on the IMINKit will be changed once we iterate KiwiCloud into a omni solution for all different brands, but not just IMIN brands, and not just Android, but also in the future Windows, iOS, and so on and so forth. And also there's come with second, the complex configuration. This is also a pain point, and this is majorly expressed by the IT department for all the ISVs, for all the fleet management department, because setting up a device from the device level to the application level to the content level bit by bit is very troublesome. And once they buy the new device, they have to redo it again with the certain complex MDM solution. And this is also the second pain point. Third, the delayed maintenance means there's no real-time feedback from the backend, from the console, that they don't get real-time feedback. So it's a delay kind of maintenance. And fourth, limited scalability. So when we talk about a lot of different management platform, device management platform, people are using very legacy kind of technology, not cloud native, and sometimes they build on a on-premise local server, this kind of setup. So it's very hard for this kind of MDM to move fast enough to cover globally. So a cloud-based, a cloud native is the solution. When we work very closely with AWS on this to solve the scalability issue by adopting AWS as our cloud partner. So last but not least is the data. The data is stored across different kind of clients in the traditional way of MDM or the mobile device management platform. But in KiwiCloud, we have a centralized base, which is the KiwiCloud console. All the data can be checked and can be retrieved from the console itself. So it's a aggregation of all the data has been happened to the device management specs. So what's KiwiCloud? KiwiCloud is a cloud-based, cloud-native UEM, Unified Endpoint Management. So it's a solution actually binding to IMIN's industry. In the past, when we talk about MDM solution, people are talking about a very flat kind of organization level of a solution of device management, because the device usually is owned by a single organization, and the dedicated device being assigned to their employees. It can be their work laptop, it can be their work feature phone, it can be their work PDA, AIDC devices, auto ID devices, this kind of devices. But in IMIN's business, in IMIN's industry, we are working with the ISVs, the reseller, the disties, even the end customer, the franchising customer like KFC, McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, this kind of customer. So it comes with a very different, very multiple layers of organization setup. So this is also make us different. Answer to your question, Carsten, one major difference is the organization setup, the permission level, grant KiwiCloud a very, very flexible way to extend the different layer of account structure. So this is one of the major difference.
So that means that the global IT director has other permissions in Kiwi than, let's say, a local shop owner.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's not just one way; it's two way. It's the feature itself can be the different authorization, and second is the data. So we can assign different data visibility to different role in KiwiCloud.
Okay.
And this cannot be done with most of the MDM solution out there.
Data, I'm not sure. coming from Landi, the Landi Connect allows also by function within the organization.
The features, right?
Different
not
permissions.
Data. Yeah, not data, but
not
features.
data, but permissions. Yeah.
But why we have this data idea? Because we understand the customer's requirements. They sometimes the sub account even want to protect their data from the main account. So this is something interesting that we also gather this as a feature in KiwiCloud. We touch on that part later in depth. About the KiwiCloud product structure, I don't want to dive very deep into this because I'm going to share this presentation to all of you. But the main difference between IMINKit and KiwiCloud is that if you look at this cloud at the bottom, at the center, there's something icon called KiwiCloud app. So in short, we call it KC app. All IMIN devices will be, this KC app will be pre-installed on the all IMIN devices. And once this KC app being installed, it's an arm that we can gather information. We can send out different commands to the device, and then we can get all those necessary data back from the device end to the one on the left corner, the bottom left. There's another end called KiwiCloud Web Console. So the KiwiCloud Web Console is the centralized console that we can manage all those devices out there with the help of KiwiCloud, the KC app, the KiwiCloud app. So all this has been done on the cloud, covering three major functions. One is the device management. Second is the application management. Then the content management. So these are all being done on the cloud, on AWS right now. And with KC app in the future, it can be installed in Android devices, but also other OS in the future. So we're going to touch on that on the different type of device that KiwiCloud can manage. So currently, KiwiCloud can manage all IMIN devices, all GMS devices in different modes, in different management modes. For the IMIN devices, we are managing it with the KMA, the IMA, and the GMA. Being if the IMIN devices is a GMS certified devices, then we can manage an IMIN device in a GMA management mode as well. But for the GMS devices, it can be managed by the GMA, Google Management Access, GMA. Okay. So second, Carsten, the second selling point that make KiwiCloud different from IMINKit is IMINKit only manage IMIN devices, but KiwiCloud manage all IMIN devices plus all GMS certified devices. And with a little bit of
other words,
yes.
If a customer has a Sunme legacy, as an example, GMS devices from Sunme. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what? We can manage that.
Okay. So my question is, as you have certain features on what you can do with your own products in this unified endpoint management system, are all the features then enabled also to those non-IMIN GMS products, or would there be certain permissions required for non-IMIN devices to use all the features?
It's only different between GMA and KMA. So it's not there's nothing to do with the brands. It's just what kind of management access. Yeah. Okay. So Carsten, we will stop our conversation. Yeah. And later I reserve half an hour for you. I reserve 10 minutes for you. Okay. And without a little bit of adaptation, we can manage other OEM devices as well. Give you an example. If there's a brand, an Android devices brand, and the customer is buying this kind of hardware, but they choose KiwiCloud as their MDM solution or UEM solution, then the hardware brand has to work with KiwiCloud to make sure that KiwiCloud manage them. Exactly the same idea that we are actually collaborating with Sodi, collaborating with Xibang, because the customer has the say, has the make the decision which supplier they want to work with. So this will not stop. So being a part of the IMIN group will not stop KiwiCloud's move in terms of our monetization and also our growth of our UEM business. And in the future, in the pipeline, don't ask me when, but roughly end of 2026, we will be able to manage Windows devices. And some point in 2027, iOS devices is on the plate. And then we will eventually cover all other IoT devices. But for now, in the roadmap, we have Windows and iOS. So when talk about the whole life cycle of a device, from the enrollment to the in-use to the maintenance, and then to the retirement of the device, KiwiCloud see through all these different stages. So just now we mentioned about different device control modes. Now currently the KiwiCloud have 3 control modes: the KiwiCloud Managed Access, iMinKit Managed Access, and Google Managed Access. So the KiwiCloud Managed Access manage all Android 15 iMin devices. So if it's Android 15, that's 1.2 Pro, then it can be managed by the KiwiCloud Managed Access, the control mode. And if it's a legacy, let's say Swift 2 Pro, Android 13 devices, it's going to be migrated from iMinKit to KiwiCloud and managed by the iMinKit Managed Access, which is in short is the IMA. Okay, so if people are getting new devices, but new devices in terms of the device itself, but the version is still Android 13 and it's still a Swift 2 Pro, and then it will automatically be managed by the IMA, the iMinKit Managed Access. So basically, the differentiator here is a very clear clean line is KiwiCloud Managed Access, manage all Android 15 and above. So that's why now we are doing a lot of upgrade, not just for the security patch, not just for the latest Android version, it's also for the KiwiCloud to bring the most out from KiwiCloud. Now we already have Android 15 version of Falcon 2, and we are going to cover most of the newer, the 4th generation model with Android 15. And after this upgrade is done, KiwiCloud automatically will be pre-installed, and then will be achieve the KiwiCloud Managed Access. And how about Google Managed Access? Google Managed Access is for GMS devices. So if iMin devices is GMS certified, most of the case it is, and then you can use GMS, the GMA Managed Access. And other brands with GMS certified, we use GMA to manage those kind of devices. But on a single account, these 3 managed mode can coexist. So you can decide which management access according to the type of the device. But by default, once you enroll the device, the system will regulate which kind of control mode you can use for those type of devices. So basically, while in use, we talk about policy. So the assigning of the policy of KiwiCloud is very flexible. I will touch on that part later. But basically, is the policy can be assigned to not just the device, but also to a group of device. So the policy will be can be associated to certain device or to certain group of device. Okay. And for the maintenance is in our industry, usually the MDM or the UEM policy once assigned, it will stay there for months or sometimes even for years, because the policy will not be changed so often, because it's a business it's a business environment. So those policy being set, and then no one is going to change it very often. It's not a very frequent handling of the policy. So that's why we have this auto compliance enforcement with the maintenance. This is also a selling point of KiwiCloud. With auto compliance enforcement, the policy will always check whether this policy is taking effect on the device or not. If it's not, the alarm will trigger, we'll send a notification to the KiwiCloud console, and then we can know about what to do with this not compliant situation. And we have loss mode, we have the maintenance mode, and we can wipe and also re-enroll the device during the maintenance of the device management. And last but not least, we have retirement. This is missing in the iMinKit, because iMinKit, once the device is activated, the iMinKit is already there. There's no retirement. But for KiwiCloud, it's different, because we go for a license. So once you retire the device, you can free up the license and then use the license to manage other devices. So it means you can always keep certain amount of license, and then you can free up them to manage other devices, similar to the SaaS model of the CRM system like Salesforce. If you buy the seats, you can allocate those seats to different personnel, not just bounding to the exact same person. Likewise, KiwiCloud license not bound to any fixed devices. You can always free it up. Okay, a general layout of what the device management can do. Definitely, it can manage and all of this that on this page, but I'm not going to go through one by one. I want to highlight some key features about KiwiCloud here. So all this information, all this remote operation can be done from the KiwiCloud console, and then remotely manage the devices. This is about the device management. But the key starting point here is a new technology called the shadow device. With the shadow device, all device policy being sent to the device. If let's say if the device is offline, the policy cannot send through the cloud. It will not just stop there. It will actually be stored on the cloud until the cloud notices that the device is back online, and then the policy will be sent automatically from the cloud, from the shadow device to the device again. So this is a mechanism to make sure that all policy will take effect no matter what. So once the device is back online, then the policy will send through. So this is one of the key feature that we have in KiwiCloud, but we don't have it in iMeanKit. Okay. Major feature, the core feature, the app library. So it comes with two ways of managing the applications. So if we're talking about GMA, the Google Managed Access, we use the MGP, which is the Managed Google Play framework. So it's based on the Google AM API, the Android Enterprise AM API. With this, the customer can still publish their application to Google Play, but it's a special Google Play. They can publish to the public Google Play, but also they can publish to the managed Google Play. What's the benefit of managed Google Play is they don't need very tedious reviewing, screening of the application over and over again by the Google Play team. With the managed Google Play, it's more like a closed environment for the enterprise to upload their application. So with this feature, we can do something similar that what we have done with the iMean store in iMeanKit. So for the iMean store, we can regulate what kind of app we want to publish, and then we want the customer, the end user, to see on the iMean store. We can do the same on Google Play, on the managed Google Play, likewise as what we had done for the iMean store. But this time, the allow list and the block list for this application is not just at the superficial level. It's actually on a system level. It means once I allow some apps some apps on the managed Google Play, but I block some apps on the managed Google Play, what happens is, even you use a thumb drive or use another way to download the app, to install the app, once the policy found out that this app is within the block list, it will be automatically uninstalled. And if you're trying to install it, it will actually from the system level deny this installation. So this is for the MGP. So what if a customer is not managing with the application with the Google Play? They are managing with KiwiCloud itself. We have this public application library that we have stored a lot of different system application and also public application on the KiwiCloud app library. But also we have this My Apps, means the customer can upload their own apps to the KiwiCloud. And this it can be used as a release policy to different group of devices, but also certain devices in the future. So they can store this as a policy. They can create a policy to manage their application in this way. So basically, in short, KiwiCloud manage the application in two ways: the MGP framework and also the private enterprise framework. But something to notice, if this device is being managed by GMA, then the managed Google Play framework is the one that they should choose. But if it's managed by KMA or IMA, then the private enterprise framework will be the one. Okay. Same idea about the application deployment. So with the shadow device, be the device is online or offline, once the policy has been sent to the device, it will be stored inside the shadow device. Once the actual device back online, the shadow device will do the job, assign the policy to the back online device. So this is making sure that the application will be successfully deployed, no matter to a offline device or an online device. And the application management includes the kiosk policy. So I don't think you will be strange with what kiosk policy with, but the difference between IMINKit and KiwiCloud in terms of kiosk policy is the KiwiCloud will support both the APK and also the web app as a kiosk mode. And also with the difference is KiwiCloud can support multi-app kiosk mode. Multi-app means you can select certain application to be the kiosk mode. So the end user can still jump from one application to another and then to another, given that you already allow this few application to be working on the kiosk mode. So this is the multi-app kiosk mode support. So KiwiCloud can support this feature. Another major upgrade from IMINKit. So for the content management, nothing much to talk about, but still, even for the file distribution policy, it also goes through the shadow device policy. So every file that you want to assign to the device, deploy to the device, will be stored in the shadow device on the cloud until the device is back online, and then we will send to the device. Okay. So just now we mentioned about the organization structure. So KiwiCloud support. This is a major advanced feature of KiwiCloud. Although IMINKit also does something similar, but the KiwiCloud will be different by giving a very flexible way of selecting which kind of authorization we want to grant to the sub account, and then it also supports multiple account authorization path, be the feature and also the data. And this authorized can be by role or by organization, and cross role and cross organization. So all this can be will be stored as a full activity log for the authority path. So you don't need to worry about that missing some information between what kind of authorization or permission you have been given to certain roles or to certain organization or between organizations. So this is the major feature for KiwiCloud. So all in all, device policy, application policy, content policy, all these policy are just like, I guess you guys definitely have received your Falcon 2 demo units. So the Falcon 2 comes with modular design, so you can mix and match, right? You can attach to a printed doc, you can attach to a basic doc, you can attach to, or you can do it in a way that with the protective case or so on and so forth. In KiwiCloud, it's the modularity design concept also applies to KiwiCloud. The customer can decide or can structure their own policy. So they can store multiple policy, be it device policy, multiple device policy, and multiple application policy, and multiple content policy. They can assign and stack this kind of policy into a group of device or a single device and change it immediately after they change their mind that they want to apply this another application policy to this group of device. They are changing from the policy, they're starting from the policy, then apply this policy to the group of device. They don't start with the device itself. They don't need to redo all this setup, all this setting over and over again once they purchase the new device. They can just go to the policy and then just assign this policy to the new device they just purchased and then enrolled onto KiwiCloud. So this is a very flexible way to empower the management of different parts, the device, the application, and the content. And this is also the reason why we call KiwiCloud make device management simple. And how about the simple and secure? Then how about secure? Secure is actually the policy engine. So for the policy engine, we're actually using the shadow device. So once with the shadow device technology, we will have this auto compliance check. So meaning if the device is being compromised, the system will check this kind of compliance status of the device from time to time, and then send notification back to the backend, And also, if the customer enable the auto compliance check, then once there's any setting has been changed illegally, will be changed back automatically by the shadow device. So this is something worth highlight in terms of how KiwiCloud can help a customer to maintain a security with the device itself. Major feature upgrade, the remote assistant. So in the past, we are integrating with a third-party remote assistant solution, but that does not work in the US, in Indonesia, in some country in Europe. It does not work. So our CSE team tend to use a free version of AnyDesk. Am I right? But we can discuss this during the Q&A session. I'm taking too long, but I'm going to pass to Kevin already because I'm going to finish. And this time, we chose AnyDesk pay version, pro version of AnyDesk to be integrated into KiwiCloud. So it means if AnyDesk works in this region, it means KiwiCloud remote assistant will be working in those regions. We are standing on the shoulder of AnyDesk now, and it's not a free version AnyDesk, it's a pay version AnyDesk, and we have done some level of integration to make the process of using AnyDesk more seamless. For example, the customer, the person, the handler doesn't need to key in the number, the ID of AnyDesk from the device, because the KC app, the KC app being installed on the device will automatically retrieve the ID of the AnyDesk from the device to the KC console. So this is the way that we have to achieve with a more seamless way of using AnyDesk, and it's a pay version AnyDesk. Location management is also another upgrade from IP address kind of accuracy into a Google Map GPS kind of accuracy. So this is a major upgrade, and of course we pay for Google Map this integration, and this is also the reason behind why we can invest more. We can improve features. We can iterate the KiwiCloud solution at a very brave and also very ambitious level, is because we are looking at KiwiCloud as a sustainable business model. So this is the reason why we can do this. We can always use the best solution or the best solution at this moment to empower KiwiCloud and also make sure that the solution does work. So to the customers, basically 6 key areas that can the customer will enjoy with KiwiCloud. I'm not going to touch every single point of this. One thing to highlight is it become a very seamless, simple, and secure way of managing the devices. And also it applies to our industry, to the iMing industry, the F&B, the retail industry, because it goes with the whole channel program. So different organization, different roles in the organization will have different permission, will have different authority into managing the devices. To the channel partner, we are looking at KiwiCloud is a new revenue source for the channel partner. So iMing is the only global channel partner of KiwiCloud of the KiwiCloud plus iMing bundle. So from here, we can talk about the commercial part a little bit, but we are not going to touch on the price, but we are going to touch on the SKU of the KiwiCloud and also how we are going to sell the KiwiCloud. So at this moment, we focus on project base of iMing plus KiwiCloud bundle. So it means we will push with iMing internal sales team that when we talk to customer, we are talking with customer in the way that we are not just selling the hardware, but also we are bundling together. We are trying to bring down the total cost of ownership. And this is the way that we achieve with a very simple way that what we have as an existing our quotation, our sales order, all this kind of foundation we can use for the KiwiCloud as well. So KiwiCloud will be just simply treated as a new SKU in the quotation. And it comes with 3 versions: iMing Essential, KiwiCloud Essential, and KiwiCloud Enhanced. And this 3 different edition actually comes with different feature. The iMing Essential is actually a migration for the migration purpose. So for all the legacy devices being managed by the iMing kit, once they're being migrated to KiwiCloud, they will be managed by the iMing Essential version. And the difference between iMing Essential version and the KiwiCloud Essential version is the KiwiCloud Essential can manage GMS devices, but the iMing Essential only manage iMing devices. There's no GMA available for the iMing Essential. Feature-wise, they are the same. Price-wise, the iMing Essential, because it's a legacy, it's for the migration, so we don't charge the customer. Okay. The KiwiCloud Essential comes with the price, and then the KiwiCloud Enhanced Edition comes with more feature, more support level, and also in terms of the remote assistant, for the KiwiCloud Essential, it only have one. It only can do 1 session at a time, but for the KiwiCloud Enhanced Edition, it can go up to 3 concurrent sessions at a time. So basically, it means for the KiwiCloud Essential, it only have 1 technician account, but for the KiwiCloud Enhanced Edition, it goes up to 3 technician account. Okay. Now is the demo time.